Afternoon, guys and girls. I thought I'd just do a basic introduction of myself. My name is George. I was invited very kindly to the Nissan Owners Club last week, which I've now joined and been accepted. The vehicle I've actually got is the 2018 Nissan Leaf 2.0, which I placed the order for, oh god, it was over 7 months ago now. So it was like 2nd of October last year. And the vehicle in question is actually going to be used primarily as a private hire stroke taxi vehicle here in the UK. I will be owning this vehicle as long as I can. I generally don't keep my taxis or private hire vehicles any longer than 3.5–4 years. It's normally about the 3-year mark. But because of the video log that I'm actually doing on this vehicle, I'm going to push the vehicle upwards of 200,000 miles if I can. The reason for this is quite simply we need the data on these vehicles. Now, we know how much, for example, my old Rattler over there, we know how much start motors cost. I know they haven't got start motors. We know how much, say, gearboxes are and transmissions, exhaust and such forth. But we've got no data that's actually been detailed and disclosed on these vehicles. So basically the plan is to run this vehicle for as high mileage as I can. I'm not tempting fate, obviously. I want the vehicle, I think the vehicle is going to be fine. I've done a lot of research from people like Ian Sampson, who you know on YouTube, as well as Andy from Electric Leaf Man, and also from other YouTubers. And obviously I've looked at the EV forums and got some information on the vehicle. So I know generally the vehicles, the previous shape that is, are very reliable. Now, like I say, I'm not tempting fate, but we need to get this data together not as quickly as we can, but I'm not in any rush. This is going to take years, but we need to get this data ready for the future generations when we have to go for BEV in the years to come. On my YouTube channel, I've got quite a few Scottish drivers that actually are looking at the vlog, because in another 11 years, unlike in England, they've got to go full battery electric vehicles. So I've been told and watching the news and stuff. Now, as I say, so this is just an introduction. I've been a taxi driver for best part of 22 years nearly now. I've drove a variety of petrol and diesel, hatchbacks, estates, saloons, 7-seaters, and I also had it was just under a 3-year stint in the traditional London taxi, which was the TX2, which was a fantastic vehicle. Anyway, guys, this was, like I say, this is just a quick introduction. Before I uploaded my seat issue vehicle, I should have really done this. I'm completely new to this this game, and like I say, so I should have maybe done this video first and introduce myself and tell you guys what I'm actually going to be doing. My video log is primarily aimed at that industry. I have actually said to on many times that obviously the domestic market can obviously view items within the vehicle, because it will be relevant to you guys as well as our industry. Things like disabled access, I've yet to cover. There's a lady who is fine about being on YouTube. I've got a film of getting in and out of the vehicle. I'm going to be covering all aspects of things that are way outside the realms of the domestic market as well. Hence the reason the seat issue, because these vehicles are going to be used, especially the 60 kilowatt-hour variant, when that comes out, for some of our more, how can I say, time-framed drivers. They're going to be doing probably upwards of 12-hour shifts, which means the comfort of these vehicles has got to be paramount. I mean, these are effectively our office. I do a 9-hour shift, which I mentioned in the seat video, and I do about 105 miles a day, so it's probably the reason why this issue has become relevant, because I'm actually doing a lot of daily miles. I mean, since I've had the Leaf, I've covered, let me just quickly check, oh god, I'm on 2,812 miles. I'll show you in a moment before I close this video to you guys. So that'll give you some kind of indication, and it'll be 4 weeks I've actually had the vehicle on Wednesday or Thursday this coming week. So yeah, so that's about it for now, guys. So this was just a general introduction, and I'm sorry if I offended anyone, if it made it look like I'm, you know, earning money from YouTube for this vehicle. I'm earning enough money out of this vehicle. It's a working vehicle, obviously. And on a side note, while I've got control over the channel, there will never be any adverts on my channel. This is about information for everyone. There's a lot of members of the public that obviously I think, and I'm not blowing my own trumpet here, I appreciate we're in a great position as taxi drivers to get the, if you want to call it, the message out there to the general public, because the first thing people are very shocked by is that I'm a taxi driver, and they think, how do BEVs or electric cars work? Have they got the range? Well, you know all the stories, as you've probably been asked many times over, but we're on the front line, which I think we're ideally placed to actually get this across to the public, not just taxi drivers, obviously. I've had all walks of life. I've even been shocked. I had an elderly lady who was putting some plants on top of her car the other day, and I just said good afternoon to her, and we got chatting, and she was totally absorbed by the information regarding this vehicle. And yeah, so it's not just the younger generation, it's everyone in between. And as I say, but anyway, guys, enough waffling on. I hope you're having a good Sunday, and I will hope to be bringing more and more videos to you guys over the coming months and years. I'll speak to you soon, guys and girls. Bye for now.